If you find that you have been getting really serious about life, a little too serious, and you're stuck in this place of not getting what you want and you're feeling really stressed, then this is your sign to take a pause, take a step back from all the chaos, and distract yourself with something fun. And a lot of people say that you shouldn't distract yourself from your feelings. You should really allow yourself to feel your emotions so that you're not stifling them. And I do agree with that to an extent. I think that when an emotion comes up, you don't want to immediately push it away, but you also don't want to stay in it for a prolonged period of time. Because if you let yourself feel your feelings for days or weeks on end, that will become your temperament. And then you are just going to walk around being this irritable person, being this impatient person. That will become a part of just who you are on a regular basis. And I don't think you want that, because I don't think anybody wants to live like that. So in order to not let it get that far, we need to actually distract ourselves with something healthy that's going to shift our mood and help us to feel more hopeful, or more instill more energy in us, or just kind of take the stress off. So for myself, what I like to do is when I'm in a funk, I like to get playful. I like to get back in touch with my inner child. Because when I'm playing, when I'm in that joyful state and I'm just being silly and I'm just letting loose, I am not thinking about my problems. I am not thinking about something stressful that happened to me earlier. I am just purely in that moment of joy. And what this looks like for me is I'm really fortunate because I'm a nanny, so I get to be around kids several days a week, and those kids make me laugh so much. And it is impossible for me to feel upset when I'm around them, because they're just so full of life and all they want to do is play. And we get silly, we laugh together, we play these games, and it's like hitting the reset button. Now, even if maybe when I leave work, maybe I'm still feeling a little bit of residue from when I was stressed about whatever was going on, it feels less heavy because I have just come out of an environment that's really lively and playful and happy. So I think if you find yourself in that place where you're really stuck and you just don't know what to do, you can't find the solution, then that's the time to take a play break. Just step away from what you're trying to solve. Don't try to solve it right now. You can't solve it from a place of irritation or anxiety. It's really difficult to find the answer when you're so wrapped up in those emotions. So instead, find something that really brings you a lot of joy and is playful, kind of like how we all were when we were children. All we wanted to do was play. We were not caught up in any kind of drama or trying to figure things out. We were just living life. We were just happy. So if you already have kids in your life, this is going to be simple for you. You can just engage more with the kids and observe them and see how are they moving about their world. They just want to move. They want to move their bodies. They want to be silly. They want to make jokes. That's very natural to them. So you can really lean into that. And if you don't have kids in your life, then you can maybe take a class that is going to bring out that childlike energy in you. Maybe a dance class. For me, dancing always brings out that playful spirit within me. So you can take dance, you can even do something that creative, like an art class. It doesn't have to be something that's super lively and you're running around and being really energetic. It could also be bringing out that childlike side that's creative, because a lot of kids like to draw, they like to make art, they like to paint, they like to play with bubbles. All that stuff is really creative. So you can tap into the quieter side of that childlike energy as well by getting involved in the art project. Or you could try selling items online through print on demand. You could try Etsy. There's so many different activities you could tap into that can bring out your creativity, or that can bring out the playfulness within you, But this is really just helping you to reset. It's actually no different than when a child is having a tantrum and they're so mad because they didn't get the color cup that they wanted. They wanted the purple cup. The purple cup's in the dishwasher, so they were given the green cup, and they're really mad about that. So after, of course, validating their feelings, then you move on to something fun. And now we're playing with bubbles, and now we're doing a puzzle, and they're okay. They've moved through it. And I know it sounds funny comparing adults to children, but sometimes the approach is no different. You have to approach yourself with the love and empathy that you would for a child. And so you just tell yourself, hey, that was disappointing. And what can we do to get into this better feeling space now so that we don't have to allow ourselves to just wallow in those negative feelings and have that bring us down? And the other part of this I want to say is when you are engaging in this other activity, or you're in this place of being playful, whatever it is, you might find that whatever you were worrying about, maybe you had a question and you couldn't find the answer, you couldn't find the solution. That solution might just come to you when you're in this place of being open, because now you are allowing the answer to come to you. When we're stressed, when we're trying to make things happen, we're trying to force outcomes, we are not open to the many ways that the answer could come to us. It could be right there, but we're actually resisting it when we're in that negative space. So when you open up, when you're joyful and you're engaging in something that brings you so much love and so much joy, the answer might just come flowing to you. And I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me, where I took a step back. I said, I cannot find the solution when I'm in this place of being upset or being irritable. Take a break. I go and I dance. And sometimes, just right when I'm in the middle of the dance, the answer comes to me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's so obvious. It was right there. That's me being open. That's me allowing the answer to flow through me. There are so many benefits to just taking a step back when you find that you're getting really serious about life. You feel like you have to figure all these things out and things aren't going your way. That's not the time to try harder and to try to force outcomes. It's the time to take a breath, step back, and allow yourself to gravitate towards something that actually makes you feel good. And then the answers can come in. And then you can feel refreshed, and you can feel like maybe even more connected to yourself too. So I'm going to attach a worksheet. It'll be a free PDF that you can download. I'll link it in the description. And it'll just be a list of possible activities you could try, just kind of some suggestions. And then underneath, there will be a short writing practice. You could write about which activity you tried, how it made you feel, and how maybe it changed your perspective on things. You never know. You never know what's going to happen when you try something new that is going to bring out that playful or joyful energy within you. So give that a try. And let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you've tried that out, tried just taking a step back, get more in touch with that inner child. And then I would love to hear what your experience is around that. If you did end up finding relief, or if you felt like just more connected to yourself, less stressed, whatever it is, you're welcome to share. So other than that, I am going to start wrapping up the video here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you gained something useful from this video. And if you like my content so far, you can subscribe. On this channel, I talk about things like self-development. Sometimes I'll talk about relationship advice. Sometimes I'll just talk about something random going on in my life that I wanted to share, just my random thoughts, whatever it is. So if you're interested, then you can stay tuned for more. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.